Hey everyone, what's going on? Joey here, and man! First of all, it was weird that we had an episode on a Thursday night, but what a powerhouse episode! We had two very famous people revealed last night. One from the night before, which was the elimination on Wednesday, but it carried over to Thursday. And then someone who I didn't think was going to get eliminated. Plus, we were introduced to two wild cards. Before I recap the whole thing, before we go through the pitch correct audio, please make sure you subscribe, you turn on notifications, and you give this video a thumbs up. We're trying to hit 50,000 subscribers by the end of the season, so we can only do that with your help. But anyway, let's get started. So, oh my gosh, it was back to school night last night. We saw a lot of cool clues from people when they went to school, a couple things from the judges, and we had a couple reveals, starting off literally the first few seconds of the show. Mother Nature's mask came off. Like, it was like, Nick introduced the show, and it was like, 3, 2, 1, boom, Mother Nature. And guess what? We were right. Guess who it was? Vivica A. Fox, come on down and welcome to The Masked Singer. Now that you've been eliminated, let's go ahead and put an X on your name, your picture. Now, we don't have the official board yet, but I just set it up for you guys. That way, it just looks normal. Plus, I didn't put the X on the octopus yet, so let's put that on there. And Vivica, I can't believe we have her written down here. I don't know if you can actually read that. We did that during our live stream. And at the end of the episode, another person was revealed. And if you follow me on Twitter, I literally was freaking out. Because when they voted her off, even Nick said, oh, you're going to regret this one. How do you go ahead and vote this person off? You know who it was? It's a pufferfish, and it was Tony Braxton. How do you vote Tony Braxton off? I mean, if you were in the studio audience and you voted her off, please let me know in the comment section what you were thinking. Oh my gosh. Now, you have to go back to the master list of clues now that we have 3 reveals and start eliminating things. Tony Braxton has a lot. So, you can start minusing a lot when it comes to her net worth. I don't write down how much she has, but I think Vivica has, it showed 7 online, but you have to go through and minus all the rest of that stuff out. That way we can get a good understanding of the master list of clues. I'll probably do that for you guys on Tuesday. So if you don't feel like doing it, because $140 million for Octopus and all the other titles and things, don't worry, I'll knock it out for you guys on Tuesday. But last night we were introduced to 2 wild cards. Here's our wild cards below. We were introduced to the Hamster and the Baby. And oh my gosh, are they hilarious. Seriously, Hamster doing his little impromptu thing on stage and just his clue package in general. And the Baby talking in the Cockney accent. I can't do that. So anyone from the UK that just got offended by that, I apologize. I'm not really good with accents. No, I'm not. So I don't really do them. Now, I'm good with some accents. But anyway, let's go ahead and break down the clues and the pitch correct audio. I'm going to be honest with you guys. Listening to the pitch correct audio, if you minus out the Baby because he's talking in a weird accent, the other 3 contestants we're going to go through, oh man, you can hear the voice. Especially in the Bull and especially in the Hamster. And I mean it. You're going to listen to him and like, oh my god! But anyway, we're going to save that for the end of the video. Let's go ahead and break down all of the clues from last night's episode. Oh, by the way, if we're lucky, we might be able to reveal someone this weekend for you guys. And more than likely, it's looking like the Bull. Oh, we could also reveal the Hamster too, but I want to get 2 episodes in before we do that. Especially because of the voice. Just based off of the voice, I know who that is. Now, if you're like me, you went ahead and wrote everything down on a computer and took notes while the show was going on. And we're going to break down everything for you guys. So, starting off with the Hamster, he says, I wanted to become the Hamster because, unfortunately, my body is shaped very much like a hamster. And also, I felt stuck in a bit of a wheel going round and round. I mean, who hasn't felt all cooped up this past year or so? But it's been difficult because I'm the kind of guy that likes to go jumping from one project to the next with my famous friends. I'm used to being in all kinds of arenas, and so this last year has been tricky trying to keep the momentum going. But now I'm breaking the routine so that I can let out of that pent-up energy into the wild card. I promise that I'll be the teacher's pet. Supposedly that's a clue right there. Visual clues was the goldfish and Alcatraz Island. This person is from San Francisco, by the way. When you listen to pitch correct audio, you'll understand. The back to school clue, which that night was back to school night, and so they brought out lockers. His was pretty much all baseball stuff, and he mentioned baseball. So those are all the clues for the hamster. Let me know who it is in the comment section once again. Wait for the pitch correct audio at the end of the video. Next after that was the skunk stinking up the stage. Not really. She did an amazing job. I feel like I'm a forever student. Take this advice, by the way. You should never stop learning. Learn something new every day. But you know, the biggest I learned is life happens. School was always easy for me. I had a full ride scholarship when I got some unexpected news that changed everything. I was forced to take a different course, but I learned life lessons I'd never get in the classroom. Success isn't measured in a diploma, and it turns out that pivot in my life was the greatest degree I could ever get. Visual clues were a lot of books. We saw Life of Burns, Fighting in Flames, The Life of Samuel Johnson, U.S. Government, Big Book of Acting, Iron Out Your Swing, and Expect the Unexpected. The back to school clue was Ms. Education, so someone who's extremely smart. So comment below who you think that is. Next is the bull. And so far, the bull has been my favorite on the show so far. When I was in school, I marched to the beat of my own drum. This is so true. I know who this is. That's why this clue package is great. There was one place that I felt almost free to be myself, my garage. In that dusty space, I created my own world. I put on shows, I gave the best performances, and my shows were always sold out. I can totally relate to this. Because there's no one in front of me. I'm doing this right only to you guys. At least in my head, they were sold out. I lived on my own planet, and tonight I'm singing a song that reminds me of that tune and my very first crush, which also means my first heartbreak. So, yeah. Great clue package right there. Visual clue, I could only pick out one, which was the Disney concert venue. So someone who's done something with Disney. And then the locker clue was cheerleaders. Cheerleaders. This one person was a cheerleader in high school. Yeah, we know who this is. Anyway, comment below who you think it is. Next after that, and the final one, is the baby. I can't do the Cockney accent, but the baby. I see, now the worst part is I'm reading this, the script in the accent of the baby. I might just be a newborn in a diaper, but I'm larger than life. Sorry. I was part of a baby rat pack, and we was famous for throwing punches and getting our hands dirty in the action. I got blockbuster hits, an award-winning album, radio play, and I've even replaced Scherzinger in a film, sorry. And now I'm here as a wild card to make the whole world a giant playpen. Visual clues a lot. We had New York City. Blockbuster hit number 2, Baby, which said Rattle and Roll, which was an album. A police badge, a White House, and then blowing up a plane. So, action movie. The back to school locker clue was that they failed driver's ed. I kind of have a guess on who that might be. I might know who this is. I don't know yet. We need a few more clues. Park and Rec. We need a few more clues here. I'm telling you right now. Anyway, it's time for the pitch correct audio, and as promised, you are going to hear some real voices right now. I'm telling you, especially when it comes to the bull and the hamster, 100%. I mean, you can definitely hear the skunk too. I will just let you know, for the sake of this video, ignore the baby pitch correct audio. Because the guy's taught it a Cockney accent, and he raises his voice just like how the octopus was and the pufferfish. So, maybe don't listen to the baby one as much, or take that one to heart. But anyway, I'm going to go ahead and play a little bit of their audio, and then I'm going to play our original pitch correct audio. Keep in mind that this weekend I'm probably going to do a full-blown pitch correct audio for the clue packages. This one is only when they're talking to the judges, just because A, it's easier to do, and B, the voices are clearer versus in the clue package. But we'll talk about that a little bit later. Now, if you have no idea what the pitch correct audio is, every single week the celebrities give us these clues, and they're either talking to the judges or in the clue package. But Fox is smart. They're like, hey, we can't let them speak in the clue packages and let them hear the real voices, because if we do, people are going to recognize them. Yeah, it's the best accent we're going to get. So they take the audio, they speed it up, they pitch it up, that way you have no idea who it is. Now, I'm an executive audio producer in New York City. I figured I could slow it down and pitch correct it, that way we can hear the real celebrity voice. Now, since episode 1, season 1 of The Masked Singer, we've got them all right except for one. The eagle. I feel like I need to have an eagle poster behind me, because I just can't let it down. Right, Nala? Right. She's staring at me like, what the heck is Dad talking about? Anyway, once again, I'm going to play a little bit of their audio and then our audio. Here you go.
I've always been a fan of school spirit, but nothing makes me happier than the cheer of the crowd.
I've always been a fan of school spirit, but nothing makes me happier than the cheer of the crowd. That's what makes me happy, Nick. That sound right there.
Because of miseducation, I'm always ready for the action.
Because of miseducation, I'm always ready for the action.
It's sunny, and I like to play baseball.
It's sunny, and I like to play baseball. Sometimes when I go get a nap, I get the need to feed.
Come on, you heard the hamster, right? You heard the hamster! Who is that? You know who it is. Very famous, has a lot of famous friends. Comedian, has done, yeah, I know. Is it, is his name, anyway. I know who it is. You know who it is. Same thing with the bull. And I actually almost just said his name. But anyway, I want to thank you so much for joining me. If you haven't done so yet, please subscribe, turn on notifications, and give this video a thumbs up. I'm Joey. Stay safe, everyone. See you later. Bye.